It's back on the heavy haulage road again, and this time it's a limited edition model in the colours of a Swedish company. That company is Wiklunds Akeri, and Akeri means haulage. The model is a Volvo FH4 6x2, and the trailer make is not marked, but it looks like a Boss House 3-axle. With the parts out of the box, let's get them ready for the road. And Clunk Click does the trick to join the trailer and the tractor, and the connection is typically good by WSI. We've got some optional sideboards we can fit onto the gooseneck, but you might need to give them a good press down to locate them fully. There are a couple of loading ramps supplied with the model, but we can store those for transport in a holder at the back. The underneath of the Volvo looks good with a green gearbox and different tyres on the driven axle. On top of the cab is a sideboard and two small Michelin men, and the front grille and lights are all nicely modelled. Another nice touch is the storage rack on the roof, and the big chrome exhaust stacks. The tyres are unusual because they're highlighted in the sidewalls with a Bridgestone tyre type, and it's always good to see a realistic number plate. The Boss House trailer has been reviewed a few times before, and it's very detailed, and that applies underneath where there are tanks and hoses to be seen. The wheels have got smart highlighting, and there's a yellow stripe down the deck edges, and there's also small sharp graphics on the gooseneck sideboards. At the rear of the trailer, the detailing is also convincing. How does the Volvo feel when you're driving in the cab? Well, I don't know, but if you push it with a giant hand, it rolls. And if that same giant hand picks it up, we see there's a small amount of steering movement possible. But something is better than nothing. Moving on to something with much more movement, and that's the tilting cab. And it lets you see a good detailed Volvo engine underneath. Moving from the puller to the pulled, and the functionality of the trailer is very good. All of the axles have got nice springy suspension, and the rear axle has got self-steering even though it's slightly floppy. But if you set it, then the trailer can smoothly navigate a curve. The rear landing legs are not functional, but the front ones are. You unscrew them to reveal smooth pistons, and they provide firm, stable support. The other major function of the trailer is the ability to go long, and here we see the cranes etc. weakling, unable to stretch it out. Come on man, put your back into it. Sometimes you just can't find the staff. Finally we get the trailer stretched out, and it's an impressive increase of length. We can attach a small support section to the back, and by using the gooseneck surface we can carry some very long beams. Notice how the beams are placed by the super skilled giant hand crane. More options for the model are available, and that includes adding in little container locks. And then you can position a suitable container. This one isn't made by WSI, but you might find a WSI one locks properly. That's enough containers, so please take it away. And then we can see all of the smaller features which are provided, and that includes ramps for the gooseneck. And if you want to extend the width of the load deck, you pull out the little beams, and then you can add on replica timbers. Also under the gooseneck is a pull-out marker board. And if you want to get to the point, you can install some deck posts, although you might need to just adjust them a bit to get them to stand up straight. This is another good looking heavy haulage model, and the Volvo tractor is particularly smart. And when you couple it up to the trailer, you get lots of display possibilities. Not only are there plenty of features, but there's a very high level of detail. So overall, WSI have produced another outstanding model.